Life is full of uncertainties that always leave the human race living on the edge for the fear of the unknown. It is full of unseen combatants that we can hardly lay hands on, and yet we live every moment of our lives to battle with these combatants until one day that we give it all up and leave the scene. I came, I saw, I lived, I encountered and battled with enough that gives me the edge to come your way with Life Spells, your motivational series with me, Nana Otupridako. Dearest viewer and listener, I welcome you to the very first episode of the series, and I will urge you on to stay glued because there is so much to share. Now, pearl number 1. Life is the greatest teacher of men, with every moment of our lives having its own lessons to teach. Yet, it takes only the wise and the prudent to identify such lessons as each moment brings in order to learn from them. I can hear you loudly but silently asking yourself, what is this man talking about? How can life be a teacher? What is life at all that it could be a teacher to teach me, a living being? If indeed life is a teacher, then how does life teach me? So I can see that these are lessons for me to learn. Dearest viewer, the philosophers and historians of old believe that Confucius was the greatest teacher of men. Yes, we all agree that he was a great teacher of men. But the greater question remains, what made Confucius so experienced, so wise, so knowledgeable that he had so much to leave with humanity? Confucius, I believe, was a student of life who took every moment of his life very seriously and thereby learned a lot because he asked the right questions at the right time. In our world today, we are so busy looking for success and material wealth so much that we lack the courage to ask the right questions at the right time. We lack the courage to ponder over life. Now let me ask you a simple question. When was the last time you had time enough to ponder over the humming bee in the sun, the chirping birds in the air, the roaring sea, the rising of the sun and its setting? We are too busy, and majority of us lack the time and the courage to spend moments with ourselves to ask these questions. But beyond the normal day-to-day activities of these things I have mentioned lie greater questions that anytime we ask them, we are exposed to lessons that could shape our lives and to lead us on to do the right thing at the right time. As I come to you, I don't know where you are watching me from, but within your very immediate environment, being it in a home, in an office, in the woods, or in the city somewhere, look around you and you will see very tangible things around you. Things that you can lay hands on, things that you can touch, things that you can feel. Some are natural, others are man-made. Yes, they are tangible. You can testify that these are objects and things that I can see and feel. But as you doubt me, or in case you are in doubt that life is a teacher, kindly join me to take a simple exercise. Hold your nose this way. and seize your breath for just few seconds, maximum 30 seconds, and see how you feel. You begin to pant for breath. You see, breath is something you can neither see nor touch. But this is something that your life so much depends on. Therefore, beyond something so intangible which you can neither see nor touch, and yet you can feel and depend so much on, lies the greater question that will seek to know where that breath comes from and what energy, what gives it that energy that sustains you to call yourself a living being. If breath, which is air, can be translated into life, because without it you cease to live, and yet you cannot see, then it means that there are greater questions beyond your existence that you need to find as a human being. And these things, when you begin to seek them, will lead you to your origin, the source of your living. Too much wealth, too much fame, success, and all the things we are fighting for come in. I see them to be life's profits or excesses that nature blesses us with. But beyond that, we need to have time for ourselves. Now, to end my story, I just want you to know that life as we live it is just an institution like every educational institution around the world. And this life has only two categories of people. We come into this life, some pass through it, running to and fro, seeking for great things to do and some secret things to know without having time to ponder over life and to ask the right questions, and so they die and leave the scene, making no impact on no one, and in no time they are forgotten. Just like people go to school and have all the fun that the institution comes with, and yet will leave the school after several years without any certification because they did not take time to learn. The second category of people who make that conscious and practical effort to learn every lesson that the institution, which is life, comes with. And they are the people who are finally regarded to be wise. They make impact on other people. Dearest viewer, as we set on this journey, I would once again urge you to stay glued in, because there is so much to learn. And as we go, have it in mind that every moment of your life comes with a lesson. So be observant, have the courage, have the patience to observe and begin to ask the right questions at the right time. And I believe by so doing, a lot will begin to unfold, and your general view of life will begin to change, and people will begin to see you as a wise individual who has something to share with life. See you in the next episode, where we will begin the real journey. The program has been Life Spells, and I am Nana Otifrida Akun.